No. Hello, everybody, welcome. Who's a psych investigator? Hi guys. So wow, I don't know why it's taking. It's a whole process of going live. It's later than I expected. Okay. Anyway, so here, guys, it was amazing yesterday. I don't know if you watched the hearing. I did not watch exactly live, but I watched the whole show afterwards. Not afterwards, like the whole like recording. I guess I started watching a few hours later, so I was listening to it and like it was amazing, guys. It was amazing. Oh my god! Oh, the thing, guys, this always falls is amazing. I guess it's really heavy, So I like it, but whenever I start like, whenever I start it, I want a lighter color just because it's. I don't have all, of course, I don't have all of the earrings. First, don't know what to have on. Don't know what to have on. So the other ones, just one. It's weird. Anyway, guys. I'm gonna put this on, okay? So anyway, so it was amazing yesterday, and there's a lot, guys. There's a lot to talk about, okay? I also want to. It's so good to see you, JJ. I was like, I thought of you earlier today a lot, and I was like, I thought, oh, maybe you're going to be on today, so I'll tell you because it was earlier. So, guys, as I told you before, I've been I've been going for walks, like around here, near the co-working space, okay, which is near the river, going for walks to exercise. And also when I come back, because you can go back through the little streets. And I was looking at, I pulled out Google Maps just to like, to figure out exactly where I am when I'm walking. Not always, just sometimes. So I pulled out this Google map and it said the first house John Lennon moved to when he moved to America. Or no, the first house he lived in, I guess. So I thought, because I know JDLR one time, and remember how you wanted me to go to that building on the where he was killed. But next time I'll do that, JDLR. I don't know if you just to tell you because I thought of you so much. I didn't, by the way, I did not go actually. I saw it on the map. I didn't go, but I can go soon, like tomorrow, because my plan is to walk every single day for at least 40 minutes, okay, ideally an hour. So anyway, so that's that. Okay. That's that. Okay. So guys, anyway, so now let's go to today. Okay. So I was like, I saw it on the map and I was like, oh, I had no idea because sometimes you guys in New York, I was like, probably every city, right? You don't know anything, like, I mean, not anything, but there's a lot, that's the information is not like, you just don't know, but it just happened to have the thing on the actual map. They were saying that. And I was like, oh, how interesting. So I don't know, guys, as I get more familiar, it's so weird because I live nearby, and like, I just don't, this is a bad thing about being relatively antisocial. But like, it's so interesting. There's so much going on. So one of these days I do a tour again, once I'm more, but there's a lot. It's really very interesting. So when I walk by, I figure it out. Okay, and maybe we'll do a live thing. Okay. I don't know, just to tell you. Okay, so that's that. So anyway, so guys, okay, so yesterday, wow. So yesterday it was really a bombshell after bombshell. And but like Jaded, I'm sorry, I saw it on the map, but I didn't go. Like I was like around the corner because I guess I wanted to like. It's so weird. I didn't go because then I got distracted. I think I turned a certain way and like I don't know what happened. But I'm gonna go again, and then I could, like I said, it's very close by. It's like when I return from the walk. It's complicated because you go to the river, and the river is like over here, it's like industrial, relatively industrial, where this co-working space is. A few blocks in is very like small houses. And it's not, even though guys, this is within walking distance of like where I actually live, the apartment. I rarely go, but it's like I said, it's like very compressed, right? Everything. So I'm gonna go next time. to make sure that it's there, to figure out what it says on the thing. And maybe I'll have a photo, and then we can schedule something. Then we could schedule something, you know what I mean? Like maybe I'll do like a live thing, maybe I'll do a tour, I don't know. Okay, so just to tell you, because I thought, I just thought it was like cool, reminds us of okay. So that's that. But I'm gonna, like I said, guys, I'm gonna go for walks. And even today I saw, like, it's so crazy, guys, how like your day-to-day life you keep to like the routine, and I was like not leaving, I was just working all the time, and I was like, so then I found there's like all these little grocery stores that I could eat, bring lunch from. So easy. So crazy how I did it. It's little things in life, guys, we don't know. Everything is just around the corner, literally. You know what I mean? Like as a symbolic thing. Okay. So let's talk about, guys. Oh my God. Guys, what about yesterday? Was amazing. It was amazing. Just everything. And then, okay, so like Chip alone, was talking about this meeting. I just think, guys, whoever does this, like, because what it is like they decide the structure. The whole, of course, those are criminals, so there's always some crimes to like look into. But the way they structure everything, how they pick only certain parts of testimonies to highlight, you know what I mean? And then they weave the story. It's so well done. It's so well done. So they use the Chip Elawn testimony to say like how the crazy people have gone to, guys, the fact that he placed Michael Flynn and Sidney Powell there, oh my God, I can't even, it's so good. It's like, because now we have to talk to these people, you know what I mean? Like Mike Flynn, hi, what are you doing there? It's wonderful, really, like, it was so good. And then did you see, guys, that they referred Trump to the Department of Justice for witness tampering, because apparently he reached out, or he called somebody who was going to testify. They didn't say who the person was. They said it was a person who had not yet testified, right? That's what they said. So like, can you imagine? Like, this is, and guys, this is so good. And they, they just see today, they said they're going to have another round 2 of hearings, because the first phase is going to wrap up. They're going to have, because this is so successful. Don't you think, guys? I don't know how you feel about it. To me, it's so incredible. And I remember how it would be like, oh, the hearings will be amazing. It's like, really, it's different from what, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just so good, right? It's so good, like, because it's what we know, right? It's not like anybody, oh my God, really, Trump? It's really nobody's shocked, by any of this, but the fact that like it's coming out as with like they know so much, they just know everything, they put it all together. Think about, guys, the amount of work they've done. Like, imagine interviewing these thousands of people, I don't know what, and then putting all this, like, they have to layer it and then like put it together in a way that it's almost like they're, how, guys, those crime shows, they have the reenactment. It's almost like that. It's almost reenactment type level of like, they knew what was going on. It wasn't like they like, oh, what happened? Tell me what happened. Like, but the problem is, like, a lot of times the things we had in the past, it's like this, like, what do you think? And the person says this and they say that. And like this, no, they only make public the stuff that is really together, that fits the narrative, that calls, so it's very like, it's summarized already. It's really incredible, like how, I don't know, it's like, I was like, oh my God, this is genius. This, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, wow, real genius. Oh my God. So like, oh my God, it's so good. So good. Okay. So, and then like, oh my God, guys, Rudy, I don't even know. I mean, I'm like, it's shocking. Okay. Let me just even look at what I sent you guys, because when you're listening, it's so much, there's a lot of information, but it's like, and then, okay, and then, oh, guys, okay, what about the guy who was the former, what is his name? Oath keeper, the former oath keeper, who was saying all these things about them, and like, guys, it's so good. Okay, so good. And then the fact that Trump supposedly, he's glued to the hearings and really upset. Oh, really? Like, and then, guys, okay, and then there's a tape, guys. Okay, it's not because I'm a psychic, whatever, but like, I was telling you, remember even cards? They said, I was like, I remember saying, like, it's so weird how all these cards about conversations are up. like they caught some kind of conversation, right? So then, guys, today there was the news. Was it today? There was the news they have tapes, or yesterday or something, of Bannon. It was like prediction. So they have him on tape. Remember, Monday was pretty much about Bannon. I was saying that. I was saying it, and it comes out. There's tapes. So let's listen. Okay, so let's talk. Okay, no, I should do protection before protection because Ben, like I'm saying. So, oh, and then there's something else. Okay. So there's something else. Guys, so, you know, once I start, like things kind of come like that. But the other thing I want to talk about, this is I forgot. Of course, I always forget to, like, there's always something I forget. This is not related to the hearings. I want to show you. Okay, I want to tell you this. Wait, where is it? I think I saved it. Okay, one sec. So it's an article, guys. Remember I told you that I think I've listened to and read a lot of books about this whole Russia thing, like the Russian situation or whatever. Putin. But the best one I've always told you is this book by this woman called Catherine Belton. It's called Putin's People. So it turns out, I don't know if she's now working for the Washington Post or what, but she wrote an article about this person who is supposedly, I had never heard of him, not that I pay, you know, obviously I love reading about Russia, my favorite topic. No, but it's a guy who she's kind of suggesting here that he's the guy who they think is going to be the next Russian president. He's like very close to Putin and like, so I want to look into him too to see. Because guys, did you see, like I told you before, one time there was like astrologers, a lot of people were saying like Putin is sick, even their own media. He's sick, he hasn't appeared in public. So I think, remember even the vision, his days are numbered. Okay, so is this the guy? Because you know, guys, this person, he's the head of he's a very like KGB person, like Putin. So those are the people that poison motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So I want to know, is that him? Is that him who is killing? So so I want to know, okay. I'm interested in this. I really am. Okay, so, okay, all right. So I'm like, okay, so those protection. Okay, let's have a position be afraid. I like that one. Take my head as a breathing. Fill my lungs up with that credit, serve repair, surface, step into for protected, connected. Now I trust the information I'm only from the higher source of the creative, but so it is. Okay. And by the way, guys, oh my God, I don't understand. I think about this constantly and I don't add the things. Because yesterday I'm gonna send you like tomorrow. Remember the podcast I told you about this in the store about this Wirecard German company? I have to send you this because it's kind of related. You know, it's so interesting, the whole Russia thing. It's not related to, you know, it's not like in the news. And it's probably not going to be in the news, but it gives, because you know what I've been thinking about, guys? I was like, yes, obviously Putin's going to die, right? But how can we stop? Because this guy that the one is talking about, he's just another like Putin. He looks, you know, the same type of person as Putin is, like intelligence services, like creep. How are we ever gonna get rid of these people, guys? I'm sorry, like they're so bad. They're such awful people. Like I don't know. I just want to, you know, I have to find out. I want to know because those people, you know, as long as they exist like that, those right wingers. Oh, let's talk about. Oh my God. By the way, guys. Another thing that is not the main thing, but is also extremely interesting, is this lawsuit against Elon Musk by Twitter. It was a pleasure to read. It's like 70 pages. But it was so good. It was all, you know, it was really telling the truth about him, right? Like, it's complicated. They say, oh, he never showed up to the meeting. He's a bad faith actor. He's a liar. He thinks everything is a joke. And it was like, you know, like the whole thing of like this like white male privilege thing. He's just like Trump in that way, you know. And I was just like, wow. I just want to know what's gonna happen here because, you know, it's like, why do we have to deal with these people? Like, why are they so-called, you know, the whims are like everyone's problem. Okay, I don't care about that. So anyway, so that's the news that we're gonna discuss today. Okay, you know what? I kind of want to do this stuff first. Let's do the random Russian guy first, and then the Elon Musk lawsuit, because then we can dedicate the whole thing to there's a lot to talk about. I don't want to break it up. You know what I mean? I don't want to like. Okay. So I'll have transfer protection, beautiful ray of light coming into my head as I breathe in. I feel as I breathe out, create a circle, step into, feel protected by a lot of information come out from the higher sources. The create the good ones, so it is okay. Okay. So, okay, so okay, so Jojo brought up, Bolton gave a random interview, but I don't want to talk about him today, guys, because I think Bolton is always the same. He's always like, he wants to criticize the Democrats and create a distraction, but never like admit his, you know what I mean? Okay, it's just like, he's just so, it's like, but ultimately he's not important. That's the thing, right? Like, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't want to, he's like, yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, he's just like, oh, he's giving an interview, shady interview. Okay, like, and then what? Nothing. He never says anything. He always like, oh, you remember he wrote a book and the whole thing is about, don't you think, guys? It's like, yeah, we want to know his motivation, but kind of like, I feel like it's always the same. He always does the same thing. He always like gives some kind of bombastic interview to like divert attention, but he doesn't, you know what I mean? He doesn't add something. Don't you think? It's kind of like, oh, wow, okay, I don't know. So, okay. But anyway, so let's continue. No, but really, but still, we want to talk about it eventually, maybe next time. But it's just because we had the hearing yesterday, guys, it's really like, right? There's a lot to talk about. And I do want to talk about these other things quickly because everything, I forget. But this Bolton thing, I'm sure because the right wing is already like repeating what he's saying. So maybe, anyway, so we'll talk about it. But anyway, so let me just start, okay? On these things, like I said, I'm going to start with news that are not like super center, but relevant, very relevant. I think relevant. Okay. So let's start here. This person, honestly, I had never heard this guy, but I think it's just a story. I'm kind of curious because, oh, how do I do that? Okay. Because I'm supposed to like, it's a random thing, but when I click share screen, I should have the actual screen. I want to see, okay. Okay, so, all right, so this is, Catherine Belton, like I said, she's the author of the amazing book. If you guys ever want to read this, called Putin's People, it's really a wonderful book. It flows, it tells you the story of how the KGB kind of took, KGB, the Russian mob, and like Putin's government, how they all came together. It's really very interesting. Okay, so this guy, his name is Nikolai Patrushev. That I never heard of him. Okay, so Russian security chief Nikolai Patrushev is one of Russian president's very few close advisors. He actually, his face, honestly, like does not look horrible. Like it looks a little better, his face at least, than Trump, than Putin. But anyway, but there he is, guys. But it's interesting, like, okay, so it's saying that it's a long article. So okay, here one Kremlin hawks into the powerful Security Council secretary and close with an ally from their days together at the KGB in St. Petersburg till the president, the United States was behind tensions in eastern Ukraine, seeking to orchestrate Russia's collapse. So like apparently, so this is what he was telling. This is before he invaded Ukraine. So his position is equivalent to national security. It was expressing a Cold War view that has driven Putin's war ever since Putin ordered the invasion blindsiding much of the country's elite. Patrushev has become a hardline avatar for militaristic Russia. So it's interesting, guys, that this guy, we don't need to get into the details. It's not, relevant for us. But let's see if there's another photo. Okay, but what's in this article is extremely interesting. But okay. But although Putin has returned to form in a series of speeches, questions remain over his health, and Patrushev continues to pick up a great deal of the slack. The Kremlin denies that Putin has any health issues. Putin, who turns 70 this year and is a year younger than Patrushev, has not been photographed playing ice hockey, his favorite sport, since the New Year's Eve game with Alexander Lukashenko, the Belarusian president. In May, for the first time in 10 years, Putin missed playing at the annual gala match in Russia's Night Hockey League. Okay, so it's saying that different from Putin, he's traveled a lot. Okay, so Patrushev said this underlines the influence of hardline former KGB men who have been battling liberal-leaning technocrats for Putin's ear for more than 2 decades. Okay, so when Putin launched the war, it seemed Patrushev's moment had come, said Tatiana Stanovaya, the founder of the Russian political institute Art Politic. His ideas formed the foundations of the decisions taken by Putin. So, okay, so guys, okay. So I'm gonna stop sharing the article. Okay, let me look at his face. We're gonna focus on his face to find information, because you know, guys, like I said, I'm sure I'm not the only one who thinks there's some kind of like, how do you say it, like an assassination. You know what I mean? Like there's something going on. You know, whether it's not an assassination or he's just sick. Okay, is this the guy? Because they're kind of saying, not kind of, she's sort of saying that he is the closest, or he's like the most supportive of the Ukraine invasion, and that he is like, you know, he's like, he's basically, one other part of the article says that he's the devil. So I mean, I was like, I'm sorry, but I think I think Putin has enough devil on his own. Okay, he does not need to, you know, call the advisor the devil. I think Putin is fine. Okay, so you know what I mean. He's not like, I don't think. Okay, I don't know. I don't think other people could like beat him at the game, at the evil game. Okay. So anyway, but I'm just interested in this man. Like, is he the one? What's going to happen to him after? Don't you think? And there's something about the guy, guys, that I'm like, kind of like, I feel like he got close to Putin, and Putin trusts him, and that's almost like the most dangerous person. You know what I mean? Like, the head of KGB, he's that type of KGB person. Is like, don't mess with the motherfucker. No, don't mess with the motherfucker. He knows, you know, he knows shit, right? So I want to know what you're thinking. Tell me what's on your mind. No, really. Like, is that him? You know, I guess what the vibe that I'm getting, guys, and I don't know if you're getting a vibe, is that this guy, somehow I'm getting that there's something like, that he may want the job. Okay, the article was also saying that, like, does he want the job? Is he doing something to get Putin's job? Okay, so again, I'm gonna leave not my face, but his face, so we can look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Wait, am I? Can you see him? So that's very interesting here. Okay. And so, okay, let me go back. All right. And then, you know, guys, the first article, the top article on the Washington Post is the comments of John Bolton. And don't you think, guys, you know, the whole propaganda of the Russians, like, oh, the Americans, the thing, oh, look at the Americans, all this stuff. I feel like he's playing to Russian propaganda. That's what I feel like Bolton is doing. But let's go back here to this article, okay? But it's not, like I said, I don't want to talk, because at the big scheme of things, it's not relevant, right? I think what Bolton thinks or does, because he's so like, he doesn't do anything and that helps us in any way. So let's focus on this guy. That's why I don't want to like spend time talking about him, because he's such a time, he's like remember there used to be a person called Anonymous, the same thing, very time waster type person. All the content is like, oh, he said this and he said that, but there's no meat in it, you know, usually. Okay, it's like it's a technique to waste time. So, okay, so tell me about Patrush, this man over here. What's going on, Mr. What's his name again? Patrushev, Mr. Nikolai Patrushev. What's up, Patrushev? What are you doing here? Are you really helping Putin, or are you taking him up or down? What's gonna happen to you? What's gonna happen to you? Okay, so what's happening to him? What's happening to Patrushev? Is he going to be the next Russian prime minister? Okay. So I got answer quickly here, guys. First, it showed me that no, that he is not. First, it showed me that he is whispering on Putin's ear, because he's afraid. He's like he does share Putin's worldview, the whole thing. Because guys, what happened is like once the USSR went down, they lost a lot of power, and then the way they maintained power is to kind of like and they sold off the Russian companies, but then they insert, or like they would put these like mobsters in place to kind of like not lose the power, right? To kind of maintain the influence. So what he's afraid of, because they experienced it, is like right when the USSR fell, things were a little bit unclear, and they maintained power. And so his role is important because oh my God, ooh. Everybody said, hey, when people say, oh, everyone says no, but really in the book that by Catherine Belton, and pretty much every book about Russia and Putin, they talk about this event of the bombing of I forgot, I think it was like these condominium, I forgot the name, but basically like that it was a fake thing that Putin did to blame the Chechens when it was actually his own security forces that did it. And of course, this guy, right, is a KGB person. So why do they do that? It's because they want to maintain, like I said, to keep power. So they're willing to like essentially murder their own population just to keep power. This is how important it is. So this guy, I see him as being really afraid that things are coming down. Oh, look at the other guy who's in prison now, I'm talking about like the Navalny person, right? All of this, like they're afraid because they took over. The power wasn't supposed to be theirs, but they didn't want to lose power, so they took over. So this guy is afraid. So then I see these buildings crumbling underneath, and this guy is in it. He's talking to Putin, and things start to crumble from underneath. And then I see like that there's a building. It's interesting, almost like we see this with all these like a bombing, an actual bombing or a building explosion or something, and then he's there like this, like he's dead. He's like his head is on a desk like that, like he's dead, like. But it's not just. I think it's more people. Just the building where he was bombed, or like I just see a lot of debris on it, and his head is on a table like that, and he's dead. So no, he's not gonna be the next president. That was very clear. What I see, who I see, guys, then when I ask the question, I see the face, the Magalovich, he's the head of the Russian mob. I see him telling me, Rosie, no, he's not going to be the next prime minister. No, we want to get these people make a mistake. They're making a mistake. They are screwing it up. So, the guy, this is the message, right, from the Russian mob head. He's saying, no, we have to take motherfuckers. They don't get the message. Wake the fuck up. So essentially, what is and I had picked it up on this before, that the person who's essentially ordering the ending of all these, because it's not enough to get from the guys. Obviously, it's not like, hello, Simon, it's me, Rose. Do you want to have an interview? No, obviously, I'll never, say motherfucker's name, but I'm just getting as a message, saying that like it's like they're saying like we have to not just get rid of Putin, we have to get rid of everybody who has that kind of worldview, because they're crazy, they don't understand. We don't know, we can't do business no more. So okay. So it's actually quite interesting, guys, to be honest with you. So it suggests that the next person who comes is not gonna be like them. Okay, that's right. Exactly. I think it's going to be a younger person, but I do think it's possible. You know what I see, guys? I saw, because I'm just the story, the full story. The person I saw immediately, as soon as Putin goes, the person I saw is his. He was already before he was the prime minister. His name is Medvedev. You know his name? I forgot his first name, but his last name is Medvedev. Because he's a younger guy, he was always more like, let's call it future oriented. And so he was very obsequious towards Putin. He's still alive. He hasn't been killed. So in a way, it's like he's been in the government because it's going to be chaotic once he leaves, right? So they want a person who's already been in the office before, at least for like next few months, okay? And it's not going to be somebody who's necessarily anti-Putin, because again, I think the Russian mob honestly is gonna be like, take the those motherfuckers need to go. Too big for the britches, you know what I mean? Really, like, I'm not saying I agree, you know, it's not like, what do I know? But it's what I'm just telling you with this, you guys, that I get very clearly is that, oh, you know, it's telling me, guys, it's telling me that he's Ukrainian. Is it true? I think it's true. It's saying that Mogilevich is Ukrainian originally. It's telling me he's Ukrainian. He's upset. They bombed my motherfucking. That's no. It's not he was Jewish. I don't even know. But he's saying they bombed. He's saying that he's upset that they bombed some church over there. I don't know what church it is, but he's upset. I grew up in that town. Motherfuckers bombing my motherfucking town. I'll fuck you up. I will fuck you up. Okay, I don't know, guys. It's not like, again, it's not, I'm like, oh, wasn't now she's saying really good things about Rushmore. No, but he's really angry. I'm getting that he's really, he's like, where's the money? Like, we're supposed, you know, he's like, we're supposed, what? He's really angry. We're getting the, you know, because the whole thing was, if you remember the fuel, like that, the guys, you know, the long story, but there's the guy in Vienna. I forgot his name. Forgot his name. I was Firtash, the Vienna guy. Okay, he's in house prison in Vienna. So he even himself apparently said that he is a Mogilevich associate. And the whole thing, that what happens with these scams, that they go into these companies, they take a big cut out of every fuel, like percentage or something like that, right? It's the mob thing. So they're saying, what I'm understanding here, that he's like, now we cut the whole goose, the gold goose, the German gas nord we worked so hard for, it was spent billions for. Motherfuckers go losing his mind. Where's my money gonna come from, motherfuckers? Huh? You fucked it up. He's like, it's kind of like it's like the mob guy, you know, he's saying that he's upset that the money is like creating problem. And then, guys, I'm sorry, am I going off here? I'm kind of like, this is quite interesting. Let me actually look it up where he was. Let's see if we can find out where the guy was born. Let's see. Mogilevich born. Let's see, born. I don't know, why do I think it's telling me here. Oh, what? Guys, he was born, exactly. He was born in Kiev. Oh, that's what it says. Here, guys, goosebumps. Look, what? He was born there. Oh my God. What? That's it. He's saying motherfuckers blew up the church, whatever. There's something, some kind, and I see that is like, you know, one of those like, it looks like an onion. It has a building. I could be a church. I think it's probably a church. So it's like, doesn't matter. Then I said, no, Chris, doesn't matter. I'm Jewish. Doesn't matter. I grew up looking at the building. Motherfucker blew it up. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, because it's saying that, guys, ultimately, he is like, what I'm getting is that he's the whole head of everything. And then he's like, okay, whatever, you're president, but I'm the head of the whole thing. I'm the capo of the capi of the capos, right? He's like, I forgot, the head of the head. You know, the head of the head. I was like, what? So that's what I'm saying. He's really upset. He's like, motherfucker, you don't blow up. Who the fuck? What are you doing? What the fuck is your problem, motherfucker? Is losing his mind. Like the fuck? He's really upset. He is really upset. So like, wow, what? Okay, let's find out. Okay, so guys, I'm sure. What? Okay, let me actually look it up. Let's say the key will say. Let's see. Let's see. Let me ask you this: church bombed. Okay, church bombed. Because I think it is telling you, Rosie. Oh my God, I was gonna say it's a church from 14 something something. It's a very famous church. They bombed this church, and he's upset about it. Let's see. I don't know because, okay, let's see. What? No. Kiev. Okay, let's see. What? Landmark Kiev Cathedral feels okay. What? Guys. Beloved Church of St. George. I am faithful to St. George. In Kiev, burned down by Russians. Oh yeah. Oh, he's like, yeah, that one. That's it. He's like, guys, I see his face, like, yeah, that's it. Who the hell are you? He's angry. He's very angry. Let me show, guys, it's true. Okay, it's saying, but it's, guys, every day. Okay, I'm sure it's not like, oh my God, it's not like you don't have to be a psychic to know that they're like, okay, that you know, that they're going to bomb churches, but there's something here that they're like, that he's really upset about, and I think is St. George. Okay, let's see. Okay, Kiev Church, St. George, bombed. Okay. Shelling damage. Okay, let's see. Okay. Guys, this is it. I think this is it. Okay, okay. Okay, let me show you. Okay, beloved Ukraine church that survived 2 world wars burned down by Russians advancing on Kiev. That's it. That's the one. I think that's the one. I mean, I could be wrong, but the guy, but I think, but maybe, okay. So like, so you know what I get, guys, I get, this is such a weird, I'm like having, you know what I get, this has this, okay, I see this message, like, I'm sorry, this message, a memory of this guy, the mobster guy, okay? Like, I see the memory of the mobster, and he's remembering his childhood carrying. I see that he was carrying, like, I don't know, sacks. He had a job, he worked as a child, and he would always walk by that church. So that was a memory, even though he was working hard, like it was hard labor, whatever he was doing, like he wasn't forced to do it, but he had to work, right? Like, and he remembers, like, every day he would walk by the church, and that somehow gave him some, even though I think he's, I don't, it doesn't really matter necessarily what, but it doesn't make sense. It's more like a landmark of where he was growing up. So he was really upset about it. Okay. So like, so he's just like, what the fuck? So that's why I was like, get the motherfucker. So guys, you know, and I see a guy, I see the mob. Okay, don't tell me this. Okay, guys, it's kind of crazy, guys. It's giving me from, oh my God, guys, it's not supposed to be about this today, but it's amazing. So I see there's a guy that looks like a scientist. Now it's a different movie, like a different vision, right? So it's a man wearing a white lab coat. To me, it looks very much like a lab because there's a microscope. I've been to labs, by the way. I used to have a boyfriend who was a scientist who, I've been to those environments before. So it looks just like that. So they're like, listen, my name is I work here with, my name is Ivan or whatever, Boris. You know the guy, Magalevich? You know, Magalevich just fuck you up. Fuck you. You know what? Where's the poison the motherfucker's working on? I know you're working on that. I know you're working on that. Listen, we got a job for you. We got a job for you. So he basically is like, so Christine, this topic, you know, rewind a little bit because this may be interesting to you. Okay, but I'm gonna continue. Okay. So what I see is forcing, they're like, okay, get us the poison. Because guys, it's a very rare, you know, I've told you before, it's something else. I still think that, but isn't he sick? Yes, but he has treatments, right? Like, in other words, it could be that even the treatments to quote unquote make him better are not working, you know what I mean? Like, so they're like, get this money, you know, he's like, he's a furious, he is furious. Like, who the hell does he think he is? He didn't ask me about it. Isn't because he's saying that the sanctions made his business worse. It's like the whole point, it's like the whole point of it was to like launder the money. Now that the sanctions make it hard to run the money. Look at you, what you done. You fucked the business up, motherfucker. So so this is the guy, he's telling me, he's like, and guys, have you seen a photo of this guy? He looks really scary. He's like 400 pounds, pop marked. Okay, have you seen him? He's okay, let's see. But he has that mob attitude, you know what I'm saying? This guy. Look, oh my God, guys, look at this guy. I think he's okay, look at him. It's very nice looking. Okay, this guy, he does look scary. He's a scary looking. Let me, okay, let's see him. Okay, so that's him, guys. You know, this is the guy I'm telling you. This is the guy I'm seeing. Okay, so okay, so he's like, look at him. Like, he looks just like, not just like, but he's the guy. He's the gangster guy. But really, like, look at him. Like, he's a scary guy. Scary guy. Okay, that's him. Okay, look at him. Looks nice. Look at this guy. So, okay, so like, So that's him, okay? So he's supposed to be like a math genius. I'm not saying like, oh, Rosie has now she's John Rushmore, huh? Huh? No, but really like just to kind of be, give because guys, to run this kind of business and like not be dead right now, you know what I mean? You gotta be like, right? Like you have to be smart. Like you I mean, not just evil, but smart in a way, some way. So he's like, motherfucker, he's like, motherfucker, you did that to the church? Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck is wrong with you? So, so like, okay, okay, so, oh my God, okay, wait, is that him? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that him? And, oh no. Oh, wait, what? So is that, no, that's not him. That's somebody else. That's not him. Next to Trump, I was like, what? They have pictures. No. Okay. So anyway, so like, so stop shedding because I go off on this. So, so anyway, so like, no, okay, so this is it. So that's it. He's like, he wants to stop the war, this guy, Russian mob guy, because he's like, he's bad for business. And he bombed the church. He bombed the church of his childhood. He doesn't know what he did. You messed with the wrong guy. What the fuck? So going back to the image of this Petrush, I forgot his name, guys, because I care so much about him. Patrushev, I think his name is, okay. The other one that I first started this thing about. The problem is that he sees this guy as like old school Sloviki. Even the book talks about his Sloviki, which apparently means like a KGB person, something like that. A KGB work, high level ranking person. Is that right? I think so. Something like that. So he thinks that Slovak. He's kind of saying like, oh, this is a guy sit down in the motherfucking office all day, plotting bullshit. All day plotting bullshit. Doesn't know how the street level. He has to go get with the street people. Doesn't know anything about what's going on the street. That's it, Slovak. He's saying Slovak. So he's like, so that's like, he's like, yeah, they protect us, but come on, motherfucker doesn't know. He doesn't know, and this is like, right, he's not down with the street. He doesn't know what's going on. So that's it. Now he's like, just get it. And I see that he points to like, and because guys, the mother, like I said, he's scared. He's scared. So he gets a list. I see the Mogalevich guy. He has a list of like 7 to 10 men that are part of this group that, because as you know, guys, the people, maybe you don't know, it's in these books that I've read, that apparently everyone that works with Putin has worked with him for decades. There's no new people. It's all the same people he's known forever. So Mogalevich has a list of all the people, like I guess it's 7 to 10, this number, 7 to 10, the names. And then I see that he wants some of them to like, okay, can we turn this or that? No, okay, the ones that can't, but he's like, okay, listen, you have the choice. You're gonna kill the motherfucker, you're dead, okay? I see that he's like, and they're like, because either you please, Putin or that guy. Which one? So like, I feel like he can't, some of them you can't talk to, but then somehow he just is like, okay, you want to survive, you give me information about the guy, man, you can survive if you want. Well, otherwise we can, arrange a fall from a building. There's a window over there. All right, you want to fall, motherfucker, or you want to stay around? All right, what you want? So that, sorry guys, did I go off? I went off. I have lots of talk. I'm sorry, but I think it's important. Okay, this conversation is big. Okay, so he is like, okay, so then he takes, and then he organizes some kind of bomb. It's what I'm saying. Like, I see that the guy's face like that. I don't feel like, because I watch a lot of crime shows. The crime shows are like, oh, apparently there was a fire. Then it turns out we examined the body. There was a bullet in the back of the head or something. You know how it's not like that. I don't see that he's gonna be killed like targeted, like it's gonna look like it was a building, there was an explosion, and those people happen to have to be, but I think they may arrange a meeting, and then they just gonna blow up the entire building wherever they are. Okay, so that's possible. So anyway, so then this guy, then the younger guy, Medvedev, at first may take over because he knows, and they're like, okay, we know him, known quantity, and the Slovak did not like Medvedev so much. Is that you know what I'm talking about? He's a young, his face looks nice. But apparently, guys, I read this, that Putin picked his civil right a while back, picked his guy, Medvedev, because he's 5 feet tall, Medvedev. He's a little guy like that. So that he's not manly, you know, he doesn't look, because Putin is short, right? So he's found somebody who's shorter than him, so that 5 feet tall, can you imagine? So anyway, so that's the story. That's the whole story. So yeah, October. He's telling you October. End of October. No, end of October, motherfucker should be out of there. Oh, fucked it up. Fucked it up. So that's it, guys. Interesting, no? So the Russian mob would say no. So this is it, okay? So that's it. So interesting. Okay, so that's it. I just have a last question for you, since we're having conversations here. Huh? So what do you know, how come you work with you know, you kind of hung with Putin? Did you not have an idea what's gonna happen? It's like there's something, he's kind of saying there's some things we can't, you know what I mean? We kind of like have deals. Let's just say, if I put it this way, everybody gets paid. But he's saying like we can't interfere in the government on some levels, but on another level, when we start losing all the money, it's worse. So I have to intervene. You know what I'm saying? Things are going the wrong direction. Things are going the wrong direction. I can be okay with this, you know. So I have to do something. Do something. You don't count the money from this. He's like, he shows me that he counts the money. I count the money. I know how much money we're losing. Okay. So that's it. He's like, I count the money. We're losing 80% of business. 80% of business we're losing. So that's interesting, guys, right? So that's it. Okay. So let's continue. Now let's continue here. And I like, yeah, they're saying they're clapping now after I said this. And I see, guys, that that's it. They're clapping because, okay. And actually the war, I don't want to say the war is going to come to an end, but I think once Putin, I think towards the end, you know, but I think again, guys, Putin's going to go first before this whole thing completely ends. But you have to, that's going to be how this house going to be. And soon after, there's going to be this explosion and the motherfucker's going to go to this guy. Okay. So wow, that was longer than expected, but very interesting. Okay. So now let's go back to the big topics. And it looks clear, like I'm gonna go over, of course. All right. So there's another thing. What was the other thing I wanted to look at? That was not. Oh, Elon Musk. And then, guys, I swear I'm gonna go spend a block of time on the other thing. So okay, Elon Musk. Oh, sad for him. Oh no. So guys, Twitter, that beautiful hyperlink. If you haven't read these lawsuits, amazing. So like, okay, so what's up with the Elon Musk? Guys, that was so good, the lawsuit. What's going on with Elon Musk? He's like, you think but I can do anything I want. I'm the best entrepreneur that ever lived. I'm almost like Jesus, don't you think? I think I'm like that. Don't you think? I mean, they're so jealous of me. I think they're really jealous. I think they're really jealous of me because I'm so brilliant. What's wrong? Are they that jealous that they want me to go ahead with this contract? Huh. Wow. I mean, and he's like, okay, it shows me several things. One is that he's insane. He's mentally ill. Like, you know, guys, there's something I think some people say, I've read that some specific mental illnesses, they have this element of grandiosity. It's usually when a person's quote unquote normal, it's diagnosed, like, you know, you can diagnose, right? Like, to be like, okay, this person is not normal. It's a sign that they're having mania, they're having this. So it shows that he's like that. But again, he has too much power. So because I think they're saying that he has mania and he's like, okay, oh my God, you know, it's like the brain accelerates. It's like, I want to buy Twitter. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can do that. Sure, I'm gonna buy Twitter. Oh my God. Oh, and then so he's having these, like, I think he needs, guys, okay. So the theory is, and the very smart people, this guy met with, I actually don't think he said it exactly. But what happened is, like, he said he was gonna buy Twitter. So then he sold a lot of Tesla stock that he was not supposed to sell, just with the excuse that he was gonna buy Twitter. So many people are saying that the point is that he wants, like, this is a conspiracy theory, right? Like, that nobody has evidence of this, but that he wants to sell as much Tesla stock as he can because he knows the company is going down. And this is, guys, I never forgot, I don't know, a couple months ago, remember I did a reading on this, and I was actually surprised at how bad things look for him. I didn't know, like, it just looked like the whole thing was gonna come crashing down, and now it makes sense. Because the thing I saw was like, wow, the whole thing is that he's down completely and everything. So the lawsuit accomplishes like something. Okay, if the lawsuit accomplishes this thing, which is that he is taken down like that, like, or that he has to pay a lot of money, it's gonna crush him because I don't think the money is real. Okay, so like that's exactly bipolar. That's what I think. Okay, so basically that's that, guys. Okay, like, so I want to know if that is what's going to happen here with the lawsuit, because the lawsuit was so great, guys. I have so much evidence that he was like joking, that he didn't care about it, and that he didn't, he was so mean. There's so many horrible things to the employees, and like, just because he's pushing the company. So like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen here with this lawsuit of Twitter that now they sued? What is the judge? Because all that in the matter, guys, all that matters is that he is going to he's going to like how do you say it? The judge, I'm sorry, the judge is going to, it's not right. I don't think it's going to be like a trial. Trial is like it's a judge in Delaware where they have the business courts. Okay, so what's the judge in Delaware going to decide? What are they going to? They could also do but it's saying that then Elon does not want, what is it called when you could have a trial or agreement, behind the scenes agreement. I forgot. There's a name for it. Settlement. That's what it's called, settlement, right? But I'm getting, no, Elon doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. He was like, no, I want to get out of it. I changed my mind. Oh yeah, I changed my mind. Well, he's not saying that. He's saying they have bots. Like, oh yeah, they have bots. So he's like, I changed my mind. Okay, whatever. It's like, leave me alone. Okay, like, so no, but guys, I don't think he does have enough money. This is the thing. It's not how it is, apparently. It's like the judge, because I read this guy called Matt Levine. He is a former M&A lawyer. He's amazing. He's a newsletter he sends every day. Okay. So he was saying that, no, he has a lot of experience in this, and he reads a lot of those legal things. He's saying, no, there's a lot of like, they cite many different corporate cases where they are forced to go ahead to pay. So what I saw, let me tell you what I saw the judge deciding. The judge decides that, like, because he said he was going to put up 30 billion of his own money or something like that, and the judge is like, just give half of that. You're going to get half of that because you had the money, you took out 9 billion, put, whatever, buy. She's like, okay, 13, 15 billion. There's something like that. Like, it's like, because she's saying the whole thing is a joke. You made fun of the court. You think everything is a joke, and that like the courts are just they should just bend over. It's like, because of that, you have made fun of the American people. You have, okay. So it's saying that she's gonna, so what is it? But he cannot, okay, how can he be forced to pay? I would say injunction of the company. Okay, so they can, I think they can, it's telling me they can. And the other thing, why, okay guys, but why do I think that, let me ask the question, is this related to what I saw before, that everything's gonna come crashing down? Is the company gonna be somehow affected, or his company gonna be affected by it? Oh, it's saying that, I see that he pulls out money to pay. Oh, sorry, I need to drink water, so it was just water. So he pulled out these bills, but they have holes in them, the holes drilled in them, as if it's telling me the money is not real. But it's not saying, okay, how do I say this? That he has to pull out this money to pay. But the holes suggest that there's the holes in the balance sheet. Okay, there's something about the way that the money, I think the money itself, how do you say this? Is like he's trying to pay, but there's holes in the money. Okay, in other words, like, there's a lot of, what I understand is that the company is fake. There's something about Tesla balance sheet that is fake. So that's what they realize, that there's like, when they start to figure out where, okay, where does the money come from and all that stuff, like, okay, so I don't think this is, okay, let me ask, is this true that he can keep this in court? No, he doesn't. It's like guys, the other thing is he's lost interest, okay, in the courts. And I think every single lawyer, I'm not talking about like a random lawyer, I'm talking about like the people who have experience in this type of court case, this very business courts. I don't know, there's a chancellery, I think it's called, okay? They're saying that this is not, it's a very clear, he signed a contract. So, and it's telling me actually that in some ways, Twitter, that people say that, oh, Twitter is bad business, but Twitter is telling me that it's a more solid business because the business part is real. See, the problem with Tesla is that they are kind of like, they're telling me they're cooking the books, Rosie, they're cooking the books. So, and guys, and there's like these pump and dumps. It's saying everything is gonna come out, how like, for some reason they're gonna, and it's saying it could be, guys, also that the SEC could be investigating the company for something else. It's bound to come out, whatever it is. And I don't even get it myself, as you can see, it's so complicated. I don't really understand it. Okay, so that's where we are. Okay, so what's gonna happen here? He's gonna have to pay Twitter, and in the process of like trying to evade the payment, they're gonna, because okay, they're gonna figure out, they're gonna have to like, they could even do, guys, they could appoint like it's not a bankruptcy, but it's something like they could appoint I don't know what happened with Enron, like when they figure out that Enron was not, I don't remember the details, but it was something like there's a court appointed person who's gonna have to look through the books and figure out what is what. Okay, they're gonna start saying they could start missing payroll and stuff like that. So okay, so that's it. So okay, so that's it. So that's it. That's the story of Elon. So now let's go to today's topic. Well, guys, 8:42. Can you believe it? That isn't me. Okay, so let's talk about, oh my God, the amazing hearing yesterday. Okay, so let me start with the question of witness tampering. So Liz Cheney said that, it was Liz Cheney, somebody, I think it was Liz Cheney who said it, that he was referred to for witness tampering. So what's going to happen here, guys? I see a woman, another one of his, I think some woman who was going to testify, and he's like, oh, I'm really nice, you have a nice cousin. I don't think the woman's old enough to have a son, but it's like, it's saying something like, oh, you have a nice cousin, I heard about him, or there's like a family member, could even, guys, okay, I get the sense that it's like, either it could be a younger cousin or somebody, can I tell you, special needs child, something like that in the family. Okay, it's like, it could be her brother, something like that, and it's like awful. He's kind of threatening the brother. Okay, Trump is, but I feel like her phone was bugged, like by the police is listening or whatever, like because something she's talking and like it's in some investigation. Okay, so wow, okay, so okay, so that's right. So this is true. It's true. Yes, it's saying yes. It's gonna be saying one of many. Yes, they have evidence. Okay, so wow, okay. So okay, so yeah, so that's it. They have evidence. Okay, so it's gonna be one of like the many. And how's Trump doing right now? He's like, he's losing it. And he does, the guys, the scene when he was in the White House. It's so crazy. He had punching bags. Literally, he would yell at somebody. He would he would be like, let's say a person was an assistant, right? Or somebody, he would be like, especially women, guys, I see that he would be, you are so ugly, you're fat, you're like, he would yell at people, like he would try to get them to break them down. It's saying that when he would do things like try to like, it's your fault, you're bad, like, when he felt badly, he would find somebody to, like a punching bag. Okay, and it's saying that now he doesn't have it because nobody is close to him anymore. Okay, there's nobody left. So like so yeah. So that's that, okay? So that's it. So now he's really upset because before, guys, he could turn things around. Like he kind of like, you know, when he was the president, right? He would use, and this is like, oh my God, this is like the combination of the whole male privilege thing, right? Like he's having a problem and he's willing to throw the country in the garbage just because he's upset about something very minor. So now he doesn't have like the avenue of abuse, as if, oh, by the way, guys, as effectively as he could. So I have another, okay, again, file under, I forgot to mention. So one of the things I shouldn't, guys, I don't know, I should keep this note, like, because I always forget and I remember. So just remembering that Trump was also very funny. He was attacking Elon Musk. So I want to know why. I'm kind of like really intrigued by this. Actually, he was attacking Elon Musk, saying that like there's something about his money was fake. And like, so I want to know what the hell, like what, like, I want to know why he was attacking Elon Musk. Is he jealous of his money or what? Okay. Okay, so okay. So okay, so like okay, so this is okay. So let me go back. So Trump is upset. He doesn't have a. It's over. It's over. And before, guys, it was like guys. Imagine saying he was always like this, right? A horrible person. Then imagine like a crazy, insane like insane, you know, a psychopath becoming president. Finally, he could all the vengeances. He could do everything he wanted. He was like perfect, right? Oh my God! And now he lost it. So he can't, it's very like, and people don't even want to talk to him anymore. They are avoiding him because all he talks about is like how bad this trial is, okay? So, okay. So, okay, so now, so, okay, so this is Trump right now. So actually, let me just quickly here ask about, why did they say that about Elon Musk? The money, he has money. He's upset, he's jealous that he has money. And that, but he's saying that he's funny. He's saying that he like, Elon Musk is repeating his playbook. And he seems to be winning. He doesn't like that. Clearly, he's like, he heard it from the grapevine that Elon Musk wants to become president. He wants to be a powerful person like me, but I am the only one. I am this and that. So he's like, he's upset. He's kind of using the same. He's not giving me credit. He's learning from me. He's copying me, and he's not giving me credit. And why can't he give me money? I want money. I gave him this. I give him that. So it's just money. Like he wants money, and he doesn't. Okay, and then, oh, sorry, he was not on Twitter. But okay, but guys, Elon Musk even said, "Oh, I'm gonna put Trump back on Twitter." He said it. Elon Musk did. Why doesn't that count for something, Trump? Doesn't that Trump? Elon Musk, he likes you. He's a Republican. There was a photo, guys, a horrible photo of Elon Musk talking to Trump. So what is it about Elon Musk? What is it about Elon Musk like that he doesn't like? You know, that's right. He has money. He has attention. He has attention. Okay. And I guess something, guys, like he didn't give him money. That's it. He didn't give him money. And that he deserves, like, why should he get things? Trump is like, I'm the only one who should get things. Everything should be mine. Everything should be mine. Nothing should be his. Okay. Like everything is mine. So he's just basically jealous. He's jealous. And he thinks that, that he's saying Elon Musk promotes himself too much. But only Trump, it's like, that's right. He's jealous of how much attention he's getting in the media. That's it. He's jealous. They always talk about him. I can't believe he always talk about him, like, disgusting. Okay, all right, so that's it. Now let's continue to go about the hearing. Guys, no, now let's talk about the Pat Cipollone part and the so-called, the meeting that of, you know, where they were like screaming, the meeting where the head of the CEO of Overstock, Sidney Powell, and Rudy Giuliani. Okay. So what was this meeting? What does this mean? What does this mean? Okay, tell me, what does this mean? This meeting? What? Okay. Okay, place Flynn there. Flynn is saying he's the one who knows, he's part of the military operation. And Flynn is saying no, it places the White House. The White House and obviously they were at the White House and they were planning thing, and the thing that they were planning happened pretty much. Oh my God, Bella, that's right. She said, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Bella said something. She remembered, like, okay, you know how, guys, through Elon Musk said that he wanted DeSantis, and Trump, as we know, hates DeSantis. DeSantis, remember, like he did say he likes DeSantis for president, and he wasn't sure he would vote for Trump, but he would vote for DeSantis. Remember? That's right too. That's right. That's right. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense because you know what I think. But I think ultimately what it is that he did that Elon Musk may have refused the amount. He wanted a lot of money. He's like, what? He wanted several million. No, my campaign. And he's like, motherfucker, no, he doesn't. He's not gonna. He's gonna spend the money. I know he's gonna spend money with. He's gonna put it in his pocket. Oh, I'll give me money. So, and he's because the guy thing, guys. Apparently, Elon Musk is a cheap guy too. He's like Trump is cheap. So I feel like, so that makes sense. It's true, but I think it's true because he didn't give him money. It's not just right. It's a combination of jealousy. Okay, guys. Okay. So okay, the CEO, guys. By the way, the CEO of Overstock is like I've looked into him before. I think, but he's a really weird person because he is a guy who he's sort of like the what is my space? My pillow. Remember my pillow? My pillow guy. He's one of those. He's a business person who is the head of this very shady company that is connected. He was spend all the time. Guys, you know who he was? This guy, Patrick Bourne. He knows he was a boyfriend of Maria Butina. Just to tell you, he's totally Russian, like connected. Let me actually. Okay, so I'm telling you, Patrick Byrne, Maria Butina. I'm telling you, I don't think I'm wrong. I think seriously, I believe that he was. Guys, she had so many boyfriends. That's it. That's it, guys. Let me find. Okay, there you go. There you go. That's it, guys. No, let me share. It's guys. This is like you cannot make this up. You can't make it up. It's impossible to make. Look at this. No, this is a real. And actually, I subscribe to this one thing. I don't know why. Okay, Patrick Byrne. This is okay. 2021. Patrick Byrne, the pro-Trump former Overstock CEO, admits funneling cash to his ex-lover, Maria Butina, the glamorous spy expected to be elected to Russia's parliament. Guys, this woman, she's basic. Let's get real. She's not very, okay, her face. Okay, maybe, I don't know, she had something, her body or whatever. They have like, whatever, hooker school, I don't know what over there, okay, for spies. But, but like, so she dated, you know what I'm saying? But I think as men, I'm sorry, let's get real. Men, if you're not, like, even if you're not attractive, they'd be like, oh, I'll give you a blowjob. And like, I don't know what you do because that's not my thing, but to do like that, but like, it can't be like, I don't know, I wouldn't know how to fade, whatever, like, but I don't think it's probably hard to like, sleep with people if you're like, hey, I don't know I don't know how it works, but like she was busy. Let's just put it this way, but the motherfucker was ex-boyfriend of hers. In other words, the Russians have a compromise on him or own him in some way or another, okay? So there he is. This is the guy, Maria Butina. Like, it's a conference of Maria Butina's boyfriends. Okay, I don't know. So he went with Michael Flynn, and then somebody else, the crazy ones, right? Sidney Powell and the other motherfucker. Okay, so wait, what? Stop share. Okay, so no, seriously, guys, can you believe it? So I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know, guys, really, how do you like, so like, I don't know, no, really, guys, don't you think, I think they have, like, right? So like, okay, she's like, okay, so no, I mean, don't you think it's like, they must teach, things, like, they must, they like, I don't know, but guys, how do you even like, the people that she has to get with, I'm sorry, like this guy is like attractive considering everybody else she had to sleep with, the people that she's like, I mean, she's had like, what do we know? From top of her head, she's slept with the guy that was arrested with her, this guy, then what was the other one now? The taxes guy, I forgot his name. I mean, there's so many, right? Like so many. What's the name? The guy, Wisconsin governor. So many people, so many, right? I think so many of them. So I don't know. Don't you think there's a school? There's a school. Like I think they teach how to do things. Okay. So like, but because seriously, guys, look at her and like, I'm sorry, is it me? I don't think she's like that beautiful. Do you think she's beautiful, guys? Do you think she's like, wow, what a knockout or something? Like, no, I don't think so. All right, I don't think anybody's like, oh, she's so beautiful. It's it's more like she must offer some things. You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, you look so attractive. You're so smart. I don't know. And guys, men, it's so interesting. I mean, I think I'm autistic, really. I really do think I am, because I'm not. I've never been able to be like. I'm not like, oh, you're so. I can't lie. I really can't lie like that. But like, I don't know, because I think some women are, how they say like some women like sleep their ways somehow to the top or something. And it's like, wow, it's a talent, really. Like, how do you lie like that? Like, I don't know. Because, because guys, think about it, there's a lot of women who are sex workers. Like, you must know how to do that thing, like where you're like, oh, hi, you're so handsome. Like, okay, so like, so you know what I mean? It must be something like, because men, you know what I mean? Like, they think sometimes the other head, you know what I'm saying? So like, so it must be that. And she's like, oh, you're hot, you're attractive. I like guns. I like guns. I like guns. Oh, I have breast. I open leg. Sorry. Sorry, it was the head with the fuck here. I don't know. That's it. Like, it can be. So it's like, wow. I don't know. And I know, guys, I hear somebody saying, wow, I didn't even pay her. She wasn't a hooker. She was. No, she's not a hooker. She liked me for me. She was paying attention to me. So no, she went KGB hooker school. I going KGB hooker school. They have good school for hooker. so, 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 guys, Maria Butina. I actually would buy. She young. Oh, that's right. That's Audrey. That's it. That's it. Like, I think I would buy her book if she, honestly, Maria Butina, I'm not, her team, but if she's like, Maria Butina, how I slept with I slept with 35 congressmen. What I learned about America from congressmen. I would totally buy her book. Not because but she must have some interesting insights. I'm serious. Maria Butina, I slept with the Americans. What I could tell you about them. So I think it would be a bestseller. Like, honestly, she should write a book. Like, so anyway, so what are we talking about again? Oh, that's right, the meeting with this guy who trying to figure out who that is, right? So that's it. So anyway, so guys, let's go back to this thing, the thing with the meeting. So then, of course, it's the problem is like the guy's a Russian, whatever, right? Like, and then Michael Flynn, another Russian guy, whatever, right? He's not insane. And then Sidney Powell, another one, and all crazy people. But they were saying that yes, they were crazy, but they were there to edge somebody on, like to say, go, let's do it. So they're like, whatever. And then I see that the meeting, they're like, whatever, you guys not gonna be around. We're not gonna be around anymore. We're taking over. See you later. So that's it was like, So it's tell me the importance of this meeting is that it establishes that it was happening at the White House, and they were there because they were planning a meeting. Okay, they're planning a meeting. So okay, so that's right. Okay, so that's it. So guys, okay, interesting. You know what? This Maria Butina actually raises a question, because I see, how like they're all okay, guys. Let me ask a question. This is a broad question. I don't know that I will have an answer, but I do believe that in a way or another, Russia. I'm not saying Russia is behind it, but I think, as we know, they did this in different countries. This thing looks very similar, and like Michael Flynn basically works for them, I think. Okay. So is Russia, are we ever gonna get to the part Like, it doesn't make sense of what I want, guys, this is what I like to know. Is Russia involved in, I mean, I think they're involved, but to what degree is the question? Doesn't make sense. Like, I want to know, like, what, we're the ones, because since everybody there, like, sitting power, Michael Flynn definitely, and this guy, right, who is basically boyfriend, ex-boyfriend of Marie Butina. She's like, oh my God, I tell no, I was like, I don't want to hear this. He's telling me she gave great head. If she had the hooker school, they did a good job. So, okay, so now, so let's continue. So tell me now, so tell me about, like, so is Russia, it's like, who is giving the, because guys, you know how they went, there was organized, not just organized, on many levels, right? Like they were but then there was military arm where they went and they broke everything. Is Russia involved? If so, how? Because who gave the idea for this, guys? You know what I mean? So, okay. No, it's saying that they were like, it's like some kind of operation where they like start to give Trump ideas. Oh, you know, what if you should stay in power? It's not that, guys, it's not that he doesn't make sense. I'm not saying, obviously he's guilty. He's the president. So no matter who you were listening to, it doesn't matter. It ultimately comes down to your actions, right? He's the president. He makes the decision to do this. So then I see that they're like, well, you have to tell him. This is how you work with him. You tell him, give ideas. You're so great. You're so amazing. You deserve to stay in power. Oh, you deserve to stay in power. You deserve to this and that. So like it's saying that it was like a thing where they started with just saying Trump, how you get it is, of course, you give money, you do these things, and then like he starts to believe it. And it's like he wants it. Of course, he did it. But I think so I think it's just, what is the relationship? So you're saying I feel like they have assets near Trump, connected to Trump, and they're all pushing this. But I don't think, and it's saying that I think maybe like, you know, it's saying Michael Flynn, yes. Like Michael Flynn is very owned by them. Guys, but you know what? The other day I was getting this about Michael Flynn. Remember I told you before that Michael Flynn had gone to some kind of like presentation at their military academy, the Russian military academy. He was giving, and they were like looking at him like, wow, they were kind of like almost surprised. Okay, so like almost surprised. What is it called? Like they were almost surprised at like how much he betrayed America. They're like, wow, he really did it, huh? It's not that, you know, because of course it's good that he was working for them, but they were like, wow, the guy really, like, he's insane, he's crazy. And so in some ways, I feel like their own generals it's not like, yeah, they kind of didn't respect him, right? Because he betrayed his own country. Even, you know what I mean? Even if he was working to achieve their agenda, he's like, wow, the guy's completely insane. And he's like, he's motivated by vengeance of Obama. But he's saying he's already, guys, and it's telling me that like the Rosie, right? Like what they're telling me here, like the Russians, what they really excel at is the mental. You know how they can like read the personality so well. They know how to like make a person, you know, say something to make a person do something. You know what I mean? Like they're very good at the assessment of like how to accomplish certain things. So like this, they're saying like, so then they're saying the assessment of Michael Flynn is like he is working, he's totally on our side, but he's insane. He's insane. He's a crazy person. Like mentally, they're saying like there's a diagnosis. He's like, I don't know, they're like that have a diagnosis for him. Like he's crazy like that. Like he's motivated by the revenge of Obama, right? Like how Obama fired him. And he's like, but he's crazy. So like, but they don't respect him. Does it make sense? Like, so this is it now. Okay, so what, guys? But so let's ask. I got so many things, guys. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Okay, I know you have to go. I know there's Rachel and everything, but I need, because I'll you know, I'm on a roll here. Okay, so what about, okay, Michael Flynn. So Michael Flynn was there. So guys, what's gonna happen? Because I think this is the thing. It's getting hot. You know what I mean? Michael Flynn, like the guy got a pardon. Really? Why? I wonder why. Like, what's gonna happen to Michael Flynn? Come on, because guys, isn't the pardon like, okay, like you can't just have commit crimes forever, right? Okay, guys, Michael Flynn, come on, and then the brother. Oh, what a coincidence! What guys, what an incredible coincidence that on January 6th the brother was there on duty, like, or remind me the phones. You know, oh guys, remember how Biden transferred the brother to like some far away, I don't know where, somewhere in Asia, like really far away in Asia or something, I forgot where, but like, anyway, like What is going on? Okay, what is going on? Michael Flynn. Plead the fifth. He's pleading the fifth. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna charge him anyway. So what's gonna happen to Michael Flynn? What's gonna happen to Michael Flynn? Because obviously, like, he's, and he's saying, oh, and guys, let's talk about the oath keepers. By the way, wait, what? Oh my God. The things are coming here. I have to tell you some things. Okay. Oh, the emperor. So yeah, the emperor to me, guys, usually is Putin, okay? Okay, could be some money. Okay, Wheel of Fortune upside down. So what happens to Michael Flynn? The house upside down. The lover, the man here, there he is. Oh, disgrace. Okay, thank God, disgrace for him. Oh yeah, that's right. The foreign power news, foreign news. Okay, for a long time, or like experience so quietly. So guys, it shows me also that somebody, with the mess over there in Russia, people could be defecting. Okay. And I think I see somebody talking about Michael Flynn. Okay. Somebody saying that he was working for them. So, okay, so what's going to happen to Michael Flynn? Like, is he going to lose his, come on, is he going to go to jail? Come on. Guys, it's a slap in the face. The fact that he gets a pension, putting aside the crimes, how the hell does that guy get a pension? It's so wrong. Okay, interesting, guys. So what's happening? Okay, it's crazy. Okay, well. Sorrow, what happens to him? Like, is he gonna get away? Okay, soldier, look, military, that's right. Sorrow, military, that's right. Interesting. Now, this to me indicates that he's picked up on a call or something, okay? Interesting. Here we have corruption, loss, the child, that could be Trump, deal. Now, this could also be his son, guys. Remember how when there was a deal, the son was like, his son was involved in the deal. Okay, so what ends up happening? Guys, it shows me ADX Florence. It shows me that he's gonna go, but I don't quite understand it, to be honest with you, like how, but isn't it like a military thing? What's gonna happen? Okay, what's gonna happen to him? Is he gonna go? What is the difference? Why can he? No, it's saying, guys, that this is like, that I think the thing is going to be undone. Okay, the pardons. I do think it's telling me that he committed a crime, even though he was like retired, that the crime he committed was a civil crime. Like, no, sorry, not civil. What I mean by that is, like, he was a civilian, okay, when he committed these crimes. So they believe it's important for him to go to regular prison, because if he goes to military prison, it makes it sound like he did commit a crime. It's worse, right? But it's saying that, like, he's going to face a military trial, yes, but there's almost like either concurrent, or like they feel like if he gets ADX Florence, then it's going to be harsher than a military prison. It's going to be worse. Okay, so like, so does it make sense? There's some things I don't quite understand the technicality of it, but I see that he's like in a real, like, tower, hardcore kind of prison, like he's in isolation, because it shows me, guys, that he is back in, like, how there was very famous traders like Robert, I forgot, the guy from the FBI, and the other one from CIA, I forgot the name. Okay, so he's going to be placed in that category. Okay, category of, like, treason, basically. It's saying he's going to be charged with treason, I think. I don't know when exactly, or for other reasons. Okay, let me ask, why is ADX Florence harsher than a military prison? Because it's saying that okay. Oh, Mary Lila is saying here he would have to be recalled to active duty to be court-martialed. Okay, it makes sense. But it's saying that there's something about him being made an example. Like, it doesn't matter. It's saying that for law enforcement, like, to think that they're going to get away with it. No, they're not. And, like, he's still going to have to stand trial in military court, but he's going to serve the time in a maximum security prison with other prisoners because he betrayed the country. Doesn't make sense. It's a little, that's what I'm getting, the rationale here, guys. So I'm sorry, is it weird that I'm not brushing my hair? I hope you don't mind. I don't know, there's something kind of soothing. By the way, guys, I bought, okay, have you done is it called micro needling? I don't have it with me right now. But you know the thing, have you seen this thing? Is like a little thing, wheel with little tiny needles. You know, I did it, it's hurting a little, not hurting, it's okay. Because you know, I still have a look. So it's interesting, it's this tiny, it's a roller. It's like a microderm or something. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so it's a tiny, but I had one before that was thinner, like light, but I got the deeper needles. So actually it hurts a little bit. It doesn't hurt, but it's a tender, you know what I mean? But it's saying that they say that it's really good. Especially for me, I think the big loss of hair, like, you know, remember how I used to lose so much hair? It stopped, but I still have this little growth, baby hairs, you know, on edges. So this thing, I did it, and so it hurts a little bit. It's okay because it's needles, tiny needles, you know, they cut. So this the way it works, guys, it's like it creates, you put the thing and then it hurts a little bit, but it's supposed to like make collagen production, stimulate collagen production, something like that. You know what I'm talking about, right? You've seen it, right? You know what I'm talking about. So this is it, but you're supposed to do like once a week. Because this one is very like I said, it's 1.5 millimeters, it's kind of deep. So penetrates the scalp. It could do on your skin, supposedly it works. I don't know. But I want to do for my scalp, okay? So anyway, so sorry, I went off completely irrelevant topic here, but let's go back. Let's go back to Michael Flynn. So this is how it ends, but I get the sense, guys, that this is not even about January 6th. This is gonna get into like play into it, but it's something else. It's more than that. It's saying this is the Russian thing, is the treason. He's charged with treason, okay? Okay, so now let's talk about his brother. So what about his brother? At first, it's saying that he's being investigated, he's being not interrogated, interviewed, I guess they call it. So it says like he's being interviewed. You know, it's like those crime shows, like there's 3 people there and there's a camera, and he's like, okay. So like he's being, you know, he's like he's tapping his feet. I mean, the interrogators that can travel, okay, they can travel to interview him. Anyway, it doesn't matter, like, you know, he doesn't have to be living here to. So he's nervous, but then eventually he breaks the story. Like, you know, for a while, in other words, for a while, he can keep the story that there is no connection, that there was no connection, okay, like to this. Oh no, no, and they're like, okay, they're like, listen, we have the phone records over here. We're calling him. We have the records. He's like, okay, I did it. Okay, and he cries and then he tells the truth. He is going to testify against the brother, yes. And they say that you don't. I think I still see that he's also going to go to prison. This guy goes to military prison. Okay. So this is it. But it's saying, guys, it's saying that all of them, they committed crimes, but then Michael Flynn is one of the most serious. Okay, because as you know, guys, the military thing, like you were in charge, people died. It's not a minor thing. You can't get away with this. You just can't. Okay, I do think, you know, it's almost like there's more is expected of them, but I think, guys, he's not even, he was a command, he was very high level. Okay, for you to be a traitor like that, for something so bad, I mean, for something so minor, you know, like just because you were fired because you did, you know, you effed up, you were not mentally balanced, and now you wanted this, like, you know what I mean? Think about it. The guy, you could have been like upset. Let's say that he was like, oh, just become like a racist person. Like, he is a racist person, right? He is. He's not become, but he is, or whatever. Like, not just become, but you know what I mean? Like, we know that he's like that. We know, but no, he has to betray the whole. You know, this is how bad, like how sick he is. His mind. I'm not saying, of course, it is not being racist is like, you know, lesser, but does it make sense? Like the thing that he did is like the fact that he sees Obama. You know what I mean? It's like this is Obama is like the representation of, I mean, because he was a president, but doesn't make sense. How could you not think of everybody else that died? How could you think like, I don't know, guys. It's like, it to me is so wrong. Like you kind of like something that it was like, imagine you're upset, like you're upset that you were fired for whatever. Any of us are upset that you're fired for something. You're like, oh, it was my dream job, I was fired or whatever. But then the next thing you know, you're going to throw the entire country under the bus because of that. Like, you just think about it, like, it's so, like, you have to be really sick to do that. And that's why he's a sick person. He's a sick person. And, okay. And that's it. He's a sick person. He's a sick person. It's saying that he was, and because honestly, I'm telling you this, and I'm asking myself, how did he go so high? How did he get so high? But he's saying that he was always a little crazy, but he was kind of brilliant in that strategy thing he did. He's done a lot of things. Okay. So he, okay, so in the strategy he's done, he used to be like that. So then something snapped in him. And then that's what it is. But truly he was, it's telling me that he was not promoted for the right, he was promoted for the right reasons. It's sometimes people snap, sometimes people snap for whatever reason, okay? So guys, this is right, it's wrong, yeah. And I see, guys, him getting very old at like this, like very like high up prison. I don't know, it could, maybe it's a military prison, I don't know, but I don't see him, so I think he is not gonna survive. And I think the feds are gonna go for everybody in his family, okay? Like, because guys, it's like, I don't know, I agree with you, it's like, there's nothing worse than this. There is nothing worse. Now, let me continue a little bit, okay? Because, okay, I wanna know now okay. Oh, guys, I did not, let's just, okay, now I forgot, guys, I should have started earlier. Anyway, I'm gonna continue, okay? Feel free to come back, but I need to look at this audio. Okay, so let's look. Remember, I was telling you earlier that I had seen the thing about audio. Here's the audio. Leaked audio. Before election day, Bannon said Trump planned to falsely claim victory. Okay. Okay, now here, okay, guys, look, let's listen. Okay, tell me if you can, okay, let's see here. Okay, so, okay, new share. Advanced. No, guys, I think I can continue, okay? I think I can continue. I think you can hear it. Let's see. I think you can.
Declare victory, right? He's not going to declare victory. But that doesn't mean he's the winner. He's just going to say he's the winner. The Democrats, more of our people vote early that count. Theirs voted mail. And so they're going to have a natural disadvantage, and Trump's going to take advantage of it. That's our strategy. He's going to declare himself a winner. So when you wake up Wednesday morning, it's going to be a firestorm. We're going to have Antifa crazy, the media crazy, the courts are crazy, and Trump's going to be sitting there mocking, tweeting shit out. You lose. I'm the winner. I'm the king. And he'll be all over. He'll be going, where's Hunter? Is Hunter on a crack pipe? I mean, no, he'll be, because then it doesn't matter. Remember, here's the thing. After that, Trump never has to go to a voter again. He's going to fire Ray, the FBI director. He's going to say, fuck you. How about that? Because he's never going to, he's done his last election. Oh, he's going to be off the chain. He's going to be crazy. Also, if Trump is losing by 10 or 11 o'clock at night, it's going to be even crazier. No, because he's going to sit right there and say they stole him.
Agree.
I'm directing the attorney general to shut down all ballot places in all 50 states. It's going to be no. He's not going out easy. If Biden's winning, Trump is going to do some crazy shit.
Okay, so did you, I don't know, I have to stop share to, I can't look at your comments while. So did you hear it, guys? Did you hear it? I don't know, did you hear it? Okay, just, I don't know, because sometimes I can't tell if you are hearing it or if you heard it. Have you heard it? You can, if you haven't heard it, you can click on the thing. Okay, click on the link. I added the link, and you can probably listen to it at your house. Okay, I don't know, guys. I don't see comments, but let me know. Okay, let me know because okay. Okay, good. You guys could hear. Okay, so guys, okay, so I did honestly, I didn't. Okay, I hadn't heard it. I wanted to hear with you. Can you believe? And this, guys, the interesting thing about this thing is that it's from October 2020. Is that right? Wait. Now I'm confused. Wait. So. October 2020, that's right, 31st. So the elections are gonna be in November, right? Elections are gonna happen in November. Okay, so he was saying all that exactly as happened, right? So ha ha ha. And he, guys, so it tells you everything. Because this is the thing about Republicans. They act like they're crazy, but they knew all the thing about ballots, how Democrats vote. He said, oh, it's gonna be the last election. Like he's gonna be the king. Like he knew it's exactly what, guys, what more evidence do you need? What, like he was saying, it's not just that he's gonna lie. No, he's not gonna win. He's just gonna say he's gonna win. And then he's gonna take over. And there's not gonna be, he's gonna fire the head of the FBI. Ha ha ha. He's gonna be like, fuck you. Like, oh really? Why did that? Okay, so are they gonna play? Yeah, they have a lot more. So it's saying they're gonna, I don't know how they're gonna frame it. Because I think, guys, what it is, there's something like, okay. Okay, guys, it's not clear. Okay, I don't know what we're talking about, but the point is, like, he said that thing. He knows he was in touch with, okay, they were in touch somehow. Okay, obviously, right? So it doesn't matter, like, whatever. I don't know anything about whether they're okay, guys. I don't know where I guess I don't know what you're referring to here, Christine. Okay. So okay, so you guys understand what I'm saying, right? I don't know what you're referring to, Christine, really, like that they're not, this is the thing, on Monday, I did a live stream and I discussed at length the whole strategy of Bannon. Bannon is, okay, so this is, will they use the clip? Okay, the thing is, I don't feel, okay, what I'm getting here is that there's an issue with, like, how do you say it? Like, I don't know who made the audio, okay? There's something about the ownership of the tape that is an issue, but I think they are, but they're not waiting for it, okay? Because the thing is, like I said, guys, earlier, I said it on Monday, that they have the information anyway, so it doesn't matter if Bannon wants to go or not. I don't think he's gonna go. So are they gonna, yes, it's gonna, I think they will, but I get that, I see, guys, that they're gonna have, like, it's gonna be one of many things, okay? One of many things, okay? So it's, guys, all of them, right? This is the thing, the more they've done so many, they've committed so many crimes, there's plenty of evidence of them doing these things, okay? But guys, when I was listening, let's talk about what we just heard, but when I was hearing that, I was like, how dare this guy is a criminal? Like, how dare he laugh like fuck you to the head of the FBI? Like, like, it's like, but he's an evil scumbag. Like, guys, imagine having to interrogate Bannon. Like, you probably have to wear like 10 masks and 5 gloves. Like, to be next to him is to catch a disease. You're gonna catch it just by being next to him. He could be, guys, it could be, I was gonna say, he looks like a nuclear weapon. He has like so many germs. Being next to him is like basically a biological attack. He's like, don't you think? Like, just being next to him, you have to be protect yourself. Wow. So okay, so this makes sense. Like, I think it's out in the public, but it's telling you the person who made the recording, like, is gonna make, they're gonna use it, but not in the way, like, okay, not in the way, I don't know how to explain it, like, not in the way that we think, or not, they're gonna weave it, okay, so there's no need, in other words, like, I think they will use it, but there's more things, okay? Exactly, but it's saying that, no, it's saying that so boldly stated publicly. I don't think it was public. I think, isn't that clear? Is it clear, guys? I think he was in a conversation, he was having a conversation with somebody, it was a group of people, I think they were recording it. it was a casual conversation. I don't think he was definitely not being interviewed. Does it make sense? Like, it was not like a newspaper article, obviously, right? He was telling people that, like, I'm getting this thing here. So he's saying, like, it was a fundraising thing. Because did you notice how he mentioned Hunter Biden? It was like the strategy of like sharing the propaganda about Hunter Biden or whatever, right? So, but can you believe it? Like the way that he said it, like it tells you everything you need to know. Okay, Christine, I'm sorry, like. Okay, just to clarify here, Christine, you keep saying they were enemies. That's not true. Does it make sense? Like, it can't be true. He was working for him. He was working to further his interests. Does it make sense? I don't know where it comes from, this idea that they were enemies. He pardoned Bannon. How is that possible, Christine? It doesn't make sense. Like, he is not okay, I don't know where this has come from, that you're saying that they were enemies. I'm serious. Like, I'm not, I understand, like, this is not true, really. Like, obviously he was working for him. Like, I don't understand where I don't know where it comes from, this concept that he's the enemy of Trump. A time when they were enemies. Trump was like, he says a lot of things about people. What? Like, okay. Okay, Christina is saying, okay, didn't Bannon get fired and wasn't out to Trump? Christina, I don't know where you got this information from. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter whatever anywhere. It doesn't matter. The point is, he's working for Trump. He got a pardon from Trump. Does it make sense? Like, I don't know where, like I said, I don't know where this comes from, this concept that he was in the out to Trump, because there, even here, just heard him, right? We just heard him pumping Trump, and like, he got a pardon. He does not want to rat out Trump. It doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't matter, whatever. Doesn't make sense. I don't know where you got this information from. Like I said, maybe like, and I think for Trump, the concept of enemies, or like, everybody who works for Trump, he sometimes doesn't talk to them. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Like, it's not, I don't mean to be like, to put you on the spot like that, but it's just like to clarify for everybody, like, with Trump, it doesn't matter. Like, whatever, it doesn't make sense. Do you understand? Like, I don't know. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if there was, because I think I know he was fired early on, like in 2017. Remember how he used to work at the White House? This is a long time ago. But within a few months, he was fired because remember, he was on the cover of Time magazine. I think it was Bannon. At the beginning, he got a lot of press, remember? And Trump, there was a story that Trump like was upset that he got so much, what is it called? Like, publicity. But this was like 2017. And then eventually, remember, like towards the election, I think he invited Bannon back in, but I don't think Bannon ever was like anti-Trump, right? Like, he's crazy. Bannon is like, likes him because he's insane, right? He's like, so what I'm saying is this, like, enemies, I think when you say enemies, is like DeSantis is an enemy, let's say, for example, Trump, right? Like, but not like, does it make sense? So this is it. Like, I just want to say, like, there was like this concept that they're like right? It's like a different world. Let's just put it like this. It's not like, okay. So no, I appreciate you, Christina. I don't mean to be like, it's just that to clarify. Okay, okay. Exactly. Like, I think because I think, guys, what it is that Bannon, so many of them, Bannon is a really horrible person, right? He's like evil and everything. And Trump is also, they have the same thing, in common. Like, they pursue, great, okay, good night, okay, Jade, okay, so they have the same goal. So maybe for 2 seconds, like I said, someone said that they had a falling out or something, but I think Bannon has always, this is true, right? He has always been a huge Trump supporter. I remember that he would say bad things, for example, about he always hated Ivanka and Jared. This is true, that he always hated them. But I think it's really strong to say, he's not an enemy of Trump. No. Trump enemies are like people who say bad, guys, I think Trump, you become an enemy if you ever talk, right? Like think about it, like who are the people that quote unquote became an enemy? Michael, his former lawyer, anybody who talks becomes an enemy, right? Like all those people who go on there and talk to the whatever committee but Bannon has never, don't you think, if you think about it, has he ever really betrayed Trump? No. He has never said anything bad, I mean, whatever, stuff like that. But has he ever put Trump in a compromising position? I don't think so. Right. I think it's like, I don't think it's true. Okay. When we hear this, it's like, and it's also very generalizing to say, well, they're enemies. Like, what does that even mean? Okay. So that's that. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I just, because, like guys, when I'm the things, like sometimes I know people, like, I could be like really direct. Sometimes the thing with the comments is more like, it's because I want to get to the bottom of it, to get to the truth of the thing. And also, am a little concerned that like people that, like I said, sometimes people read comments and if it's not clear what it is, it could be, it could be like, it could distort, okay, like the impression of like what it is, okay. That's right. I think exactly. But it was at the beginning. I think this was years earlier when Trump got jealous. That's right. He got jealous of Bannon at the beginning, and then he fired him because I don't know, because he was getting attention. But then I think they were fine, But I think Trump, guys, really, he does not. I think as long as you don't go to the media and say something bad about him, which I don't think Bannon has ever done. Right? Don't you think? I've never seen Bannon say something bad about Trump. Have you, like, really bad, like say that Trump is a traitor or like, because he so no, I don't think Trump would even consider him to be a bad, like a traitor, because traitor, the people that Trump hates are the ones that like tell the truth about who he is. So okay. All right, so so this is it, guys. Okay. Oh my god. So okay. So, and what you find is that what's interesting, what is interesting, guys, is that when you look at all the people that Trump pardons, like those people, there's a certain, even remember like poor Lewandowski, they also said that like they had a falling out, but then he went back into the what is it called, orbit. So even people, Trump sometimes has falling outs with these people, but he doesn't hate them because they don't betray him. They don't go to the cops and say something. Cops, you know what I mean? Like he only hates people that really like, let's try to, like Michael, whatever his name was. Who was the other one he hates? Obama, for obvious reasons, but I think he made fun of Trump. Like it was a comedy event. He never forgave him. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like people like, but it's always public. He has a giant ego. So if you say like this is the thing. I think it's actually easy, guys. If you're like a spy, whatever, to get on his good side, all you have to do is praise him. He believes it. He will always believe a person who praises him. So I think Bannon, he has never said anything bad, okay, about Trump. Really, like if like, like a truly, has he ever told the truth about Trump? Yeah, and Mary Lou is saying, yeah, he wouldn't pardon an enemy. Because I think, guys, remember how like apparently a lot of Republicans were like asking for pardons. Oh, that's another thing we're gonna hear. Not saying, and I'm hearing, save the best for last, Rosie. We're gonna hear about like the people that got what you call it, that asked for pardons. The hearings are gonna talk about it eventually, okay, towards the end. And so like remember the people that all the people that even praised Trump a lot, they asked for pardons, they didn't get it. Like Matt Gaetz or whoever, or more people even. So remember, so I feel like, but it's, of course, Bannon has dirt on Trump. Okay, this is probably true, but I just think that a lot of people probably have dirt on Trump, but he he pardoned a lot of people, but not every single person that worked for him. Don't you think? So the fact that he pardoned Bannon is because he recognizes what Bannon has done for him in spite of their disagreements. Okay. So, like, don't you think and I think also, guys, in this case, for somebody like Bannon, it would be very, it would make no sense. The guy give you pardon, meaning like you can get away, you got literally get out of jail free card, literally, okay? So that's what it is, okay? All right, guys, so have a good night, okay? Okay, so see you Friday, okay? See you Friday, have a good one. Okay, and thank you, Christine. I don't, like I said, I don't mean to be just like a conversation here about the situation, okay, with Ben. Okay, all right, but things are going great, I think. So we'll see. Okay, all right. Okay, so see you